If you're going to sell us on this couple, maybe don't have every major character tell us that they're bad together, and then proceed to list reasons why. Hello and welcome to this week's video. I'm Madison Reviews, and I'm not wearing makeup because I am all here for normalizing actual natural faces. This week I am reviewing the Japanese drama Good Morning Call. This video will contain spoilers. If you have any intention of watching this show, I kind of recommend not watching this video because I will be spoiling pretty much everything. Click off of this video, watch Good Morning Call, then come back and watch my review. Onward to the review! Let me just go through the overview of Good Morning Call real quick. Good Morning Call is about Yoshikawa Nao and Uehara Hisashi? I don't remember his first name. They are victims of a scam in which they have to live together, and they move in and they set ground rules and it becomes really awkward, but then they start to fall for each other, and it's just kind of this lighthearted comedy romance. The second season, Good Morning Call, our campus days. Our main characters now live separately, and their worlds begin to expand as they explore the college life. And that's a really super brief overview of Good Morning Call and what it's about. If you're going to sell us on this couple, maybe don't have every major character tell us that they're bad together, and then proceed to list reasons why. So I'm gonna review each season kind of as its own separate thing. So here is my review of season 1 of Good Morning Call. I really liked the first season. I have very few complaints. It's feel good, it's funny, it has some really good lessons, and it's just really enjoyable. A major complaint of mine is perhaps there might be too many love triangles. If you're a regular of my channel, you would know I have trouble with love triangles. They are really silly and stupid to me, and this show is pretty much just one big love triangle after another. So it's kind of weird that I would enjoy this show so much. I really enjoy this show. Like I said, if they want to sell us on Nao and Uehara as a couple, don't have it be like every potential love interest be like, you two are bad together, here's why. You hear that enough and you start to believe it. So even though they're really cute together, there's part of you that kind of goes, maybe they're right, maybe they shouldn't be together. And for me, one of the biggest reasons why they shouldn't be together is Nao needs a lot more self-confidence in herself, and Uehara needs to work on his communication, which is actually addressed in season 2, which is the perfect segue into my review of season 2. So season 2, in my opinion, is not as good as the first season. I think it has a lot more flaws, and it seems the pacing can be kind of weird. So in my opinion, I think Saiko's feelings for Uehara just kind of come out of nowhere. Normally there's slight clues, like with Natsume starting to like Nao, there's a little bit more lingering glances, and you know, he steps a little closer to her, and there's some, at least physical body language signs that he's starting to feel something for her. They don't do that for Saiko. Saiko-san just kind of likes him. She's introduced as just being this really brainy 100% into research, and then one episode they just kind of switch it. They're like, okay, now you like Uehara. And I didn't really like it. Have much of a lead-in into her liking him. It's just boom, there you go. There are some things that I do really like about season 2. They finally gave my boy Uehara range. The first season, he was just kind of like this blank robot with barely any expression. Season 2, he's got so much expression. He's got so much range. He's a person. It's great. But with that, even though he has a lot more like expression and range, which does communicate really well how he feels about Now, he never has that expression or range when he's actually with Now. So it's kind of like, I can understand why she has zero self-confidence, because he's not very reassuring. Like, he doesn't look at her with that way that he does when he's talking about her when she's not around, you know, so I can kind of understand that. But I love that they finally gave my boy Uehara expression. I loved Daichi's confession to Nanase. If you are going to confess to someone, that's how you do it. I want to slowly learn everything about you. Tell me your likes and your dislikes. Was that too overdramatic? I don't freaking care. That is the most perfect confession. I also really love the fact that towards the end of the show, Now broke up with Uehara. I thought that that was such a good step in the right direction, and then the next episode starts and you learn why she broke up with him. I'm not too thrilled about why, because I think it was a really good opportunity for her to actually pursue her goals and like being more self-confident and having Uehara reflect on himself as well, but it just kind of didn't really go in that direction, which is the unfortunate thing. So personally, I think that that was kind of a missed opportunity, but I also realize we were on the last episode at that point, so not as much you can do. These are just general comments I have about the show. The kiss scenes in this are really lame. And that's fairly common for especially Asian dramas, where it's just pecks, just prolonged pecks on the mouth with lots of fun little camera angles and music. But that's it. And it's kind of disappointing. Maybe that's a me problem where I just want better kiss scenes. It might be a problem because I'm so used to the like full-on passionate from, you know, American shows. It's difficult when you know the actors of Daichi and Now are in a different drama and the kind of kisses they have there. However, when I did some brief research into the actors of Now and Uehara, I could kind of understand why the kisses were what they were. First of all, they have an age difference of 8 years, which, if it were anywhere else in the world, probably wouldn't care that much about the age difference, but that's a topic for another video. I can also understand it because at the time that this show came out, the actor who played Now was 18, 19 years old. So, honestly, kind of kudos to them, because he's 8 years older. As I mentioned earlier, this show is basically just one love triangle after another. And so I wanted to share with you who I think each of them should have ended up, like kind of my ranking of those love triangles, and kind of who I think they would have ended up being better off with. So with Now, personally, after rewatching this show for like, I don't know, the third time, I personally really like her with Natsume. I think he would treat her really well, and I've said in previous videos that I am a sucker for kind of bad people turning good for good people, and that's almost what this is. Natsume went from being a playboy who didn't believe really in committed relationships to really being committed to Now, and so he is my number one favorite, followed by Issei. Ichan, he just steals my heart every single time. I'm such a huge fan of him, and for me, one of the most heartbreaking things, and one of the things that makes me love him the most, is he actually never confesses to Now. He realizes that she is so loyal to Uehara that he has no chance. And he knows that. And to me, that sort of self-sacrifice is super appealing, and also a big reason why I think he would be better for Now than Uehara, because he would always put her first. Uehara doesn't always do that. Thirdly, I do think Now and Uehara make a really good couple. I do think that in order to be the best couple that they can be, they need to work on their confidence and their communication. I think once those two things are really tackled and they deal with them, they'll be a great couple. And finally, out of all the various love triangles, I think Now is the least compatible with Daichi, or at least they're the couple that I'm not that super psyched about, which is ironic because the first and second time I watched this show, I loved Now and Daichi together. I was like, yes, best friends, from childhood friends to best friends to lovers. That is my trope. That is my cliche. I love it. And then this most recent time that I watched it, I was like, I don't know. They didn't appeal to me as much. I realize how ironic it is that in Good Morning Call, I think Now and Daichi, they're the couple that I ship the least, given Coffee and Vanilla. For Uehara and his various love triangles, honestly, I only ship him with Now. I think the only one that could handle him is Now. It's one of those, yeah, he is meant to be with Now. My final thoughts on the show. It's a good show, would recommend. 9 out of 10. That'll do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button for notifications for every single time I post. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye! To Uehara? However you pronounce it. Like that. Like that is... Let's try again here. I'm gonna cut that out. I need to learn my lines. Oh well, you guys get my sweatpants. What do I care? That was bad. I don't know why I'm continuously talking about this. Oh, shut up. I'm recording a video.